as he is signed with the Carolina Panthers. It's a pleasure to welcome back to the program Bradley and Nikki Bozeman, who are with us now here on GCR. Guys, we don't do goodbye. We do, like see in a bit, but we'll get to that. Thank you for taking the time as always. It's good to chat with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like always good to get on and talk to you guys. So
Bradley, appreciate it, man. And Nikki, I got to start with you because I was talking with Pat yesterday. How in the world did you guys miss out on the Zeitlers wine trip out to Napa? That sounds like the party of the century.
I know. I was so sad. So we were all supposed to go, and then we went through free agency, and with the days just being so crazy and coaches calling and stuff like that, we just didn't like. I couldn't get on a flight for 5 hours and us
Yeah.
not have our phones. So it was just more of like we probably need to handle business before we go on vacation. So I am so jealous because they looked like they had so much fun. So, and Haley and Pat aren't like big wine drinkers anyway, but she said she found a good wine to sip by the pool. So I'm definitely jealous.
It's funny you say that. He told us he's so much not a big wine drinker that it literally made him sick. That he drank
I don't
so
doubt.
much wine that he found himself legitimately sick and still recovering as we were chatting yesterday from the trip out to Napa. All right. Let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about it. When did you guys know? And maybe I guess Bradley, I'll start with you. When did you kind of make peace with, it's just not gonna be back in Baltimore, and that's all right. We know we've talked to you guys. You'd moved, you'd shifted down to Nashville where you're building a home. When did you make peace with? It's just not going to be Baltimore. We're going to be on to the next journey, wherever that might have been.
we knew it was a possibility that Baltimore might not be in the realm of possibilities. It just so happens that it didn't turn out that way. So but just so grateful for everything, for I mean everyone we've met, all the coaches, all the players, the front office, the organization for giving me just the opportunity they did. A kid from Roanoke, Alabama, doing the things I'm doing now. Just that opportunity that wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the opportunity by the Ravens. So just so grateful. All the fans, all the just really everyone, all the friends that we've met, all the friends that have turned into family for us. Just so grateful to everyone involved, and just the love and support that we got whenever we did commit. We signed with the Panthers. Was very overwhelming. So good to see. Just so many people reaching out on social media, and just saying thank you, and just wishing us best. And, it's such a great city, such a great organization. Just so thankful for that opportunity, and very thankful for this opportunity going forward with the Panthers. So, just like I said, just thankful.
Nikki, when did it hit you? When did you have like a moment you're like, this is how this works, and we're ready for the next step in this.
Yeah, I'm always pessimistically optimistic. I feel like that's my whole life because you just never know. I
Sure.
mean, like you can sign a contract and make all this money and get traded the next day. So it's just there's no security, and that's just part of the business. But I think we're always like a glass half full, so we try to look at all the positives. But I think it hit us after we signed our deal and we're driving. We were staying in Charleston with a group of friends from our neighborhood in Nashville. And actually, the Holdens, they used to play. He played in left tackle or tackle in Baltimore. So,
Oh, okay,
but
yeah,
when we
sure.
were, yeah, so we're best friends with them. So they had a house in Charleston that we drove to kind of afterwards. But as we were driving, I was just like, wow, and everyone was reaching out and nothing but love. And then, people on the Panthers team were reaching out. So I thought it was cool on both sides. But yeah, I think that's probably when it hit me
Of
the
course,
most.
Will Holden is who the Bosemans are referring to. They're friends with. Is there any regret at all? Is there any like I wish, or is it such a new unique opportunity that you can kind of feel a clean break about it, and you don't have to think about what might have been, or and maybe regret's the wrong word. Is there any frustration, any bitterness, anything along those lines?
No, I think we all make the decisions we make in life for a purpose. I think that everything happens for a reason. I think that God has a huge hand in everything that we do and say, and the path that we take. I have no regrets on what's happened. You live with the decisions that you make, and just so, like I said, so thankful for this next opportunity, and like I said, just so grateful for the past opportunity. So, I know it's all going to work out how it's supposed to. I put my faith in God, and just moving forward, just trying to make the best out of every possible situation. So, just like I said, I live by the decisions that we make, and it's however it turns out in the end. I know I'll have put everything I've had into it, every every single ounce of right and wrong, just to do the right thing. So,
Bradley, if I could follow that up, we just had Michael Pierce on the other day, right? If at some point in the future these paths worked again, when you say if there's no bad feelings, would you say to yourself, hey man, if that's where my path took me back, yeah, I could come back to Baltimore at some point down the road? Is there a thought? Again, obviously right now Carolina is your focus and that's what you're doing because it's your job. But when I say no hard feelings, does that mean that, like, hey, if that's the way that life took us, yeah, we could end up back here down the road at some point?
yeah, absolutely. I never burn any bridge, and never, always leave those doors open for sure. We don't know where our path's going to take us. We didn't know our path was going to lead to Carolina this year. But like I said, so grateful for the opportunity, and just going to try to make the very best out of it. And just we'll go forward from here. So,
Bradley and Nikki Bozeman with us here on Glenn Clark Radio. Nikki, I know when we talked the last time, you talked about how important it was to stay connected with the community, and that wasn't going to be something you guys were just going to completely break with. Have you started to sort of have a vision for what that might look like moving forward?
Yeah, so that's what I've been hard at work doing, and we have thought it's so important. I got a text the other day. I think I posted on Twitter from, a friend of ours that's an ER orthopedic, and she was like asking a boy, hey, he had broken his arm, I think, and she was trying to distract him, and she was like, what's your favorite football player? And he said Bradley Bozeman because he gives me food when I'm hungry. So I just think like there's such like a impact that you're having, and I think wherever we have this foundation, it's going to stay and continue to grow. So April 1st, we're launching a collaboration with Weekend Backpacks at Stewart Hill Academy, and that collaboration is going to allow us to grow our program in Baltimore. So it's 100% staying in Baltimore and growing and flourishing. I think the city has kind of embraced and engulfed that program. So we're looking forward to grow it in Baltimore and also bring it to Carolina.
Man, that's awesome. That's an incredible, powerful thing to say. And we've seen, some other athletes in the past. Torrey Smith, who at one point ended up in Carolina, who said the same thing. Like, I'm just going to continue. Baltimore's going to be a focus for me. I got work I want to keep doing there, and that's a really powerful statement for someone to make. It would be easy to just say, no, we're somewhere else now. That's where we're getting paid. That's what we're going to worry about. That's really incredible. It's really incredible that you are continuing to do that. Have you started scouting Charlotte at all, and like plans for down there and things that you want to accomplish while you're with the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah, well, he reached out for like fun stuff to do in Charlotte, but on like a foundation note, we're starting to kind of talk to the right people and make some connections, and we're looking for, people in the police department that we can talk to and kind of get a better landscape of the city and the need. Because, with this program, I know Johns Hopkins did a whole bunch of research that we used for our Think Snack program to really find the best need in the city. So we want to do something similar with some of the universities in Charlotte. So to kind of find, geographically and statistically, like what is the most need and the most impact you're going to have in an area. So that's, I feel like you're like, all right, you signed, you find somewhere to live,
Right.
and you just keep going. So that's this week we're working on house stuff and kind of finding out what we're going to do. And then next week we're going to start, having those meetings of where we can start to grow this program in Charlotte.
That's awesome. Bradley, the guys that might end up snapping the ball here in Baltimore, there's a thought that maybe Pat could move back to center. There's a thought that it might be Tristan's time. we all know how good Pat was at tackle a year ago, right? The Ravens just happened to bring in Morgan Moses, so there's a thought that he's probably going to end up moving. Can you give me a thumbnail on those two guys and how comfortable you think Ravens fans should be that things are going to be all right despite the fact that maybe you're moving on?
Yeah, regardless of which guy gets the job, whoever gets the nod, they're going to do a great job. They're both very knowledgeable. They're smart guys. They've played the center position before, and Pat has done a great job at it, managing that offensive line. And then also Tristan, when he has had the opportunities, he's came in and played well. So it's who really knows? I'm sure they're going to probably be battling out all through training camp, all through OTAs, and whoever gets the nod is well deserved because both those guys are great competitors and always work hard and do the right thing. So I don't see any issue with either guy. So just wishing nothing but the best of luck to those two, and just hope that they can give their all and come out healthy through all this.
All right, this is the important question, obviously. Are you into Carolina barbecue, or are you going to have to smile and nod and fake it and because you're in Carolina now and pretend like you're into vinegar-based barbecue that has very little taste instead of, like, real barbecue from a place, say, like Dreamland Barbecue?
Well, you know us. I mean, we love food. So, like, it's not hard to get into any kind of food for us, but I love the vinegar base.
Really?
That's actually my preferred.
No.
I've always have. I think I was burnt out on the other styles a little bit as a kid. I still like them. Don't get me wrong, but vinegar base is kind of my go-to.
This might actually somehow be worse than the banana mayonnaise sandwich thing. I got to be honest with you. Like, come on, man.
Your hot food takes. We should have asked Mark.
Right. Right, Nikki, do you like? Look, man, I understand what you're saying, Bradley. Food is food, and like I'm not saying I would never eat Carolina barbecue, but you're telling me I got the choice of getting real sweet Southern barbecue versus vinegar. The one thing I'll give Carolina is hush puppies are legit, right? Like I'm all in on hush puppies, but see, I can never imagine choosing Carolina barbecue over, by God, Southern barbecue.
Yeah, he definitely does. Now that I'm trying to recollect on our cross-country trip, you really did choose Carolina. Yeah, he really did. The vinegar-based. Okay, so I'm I like the extremes when I'm eating. So I will get like a super sweet like barbecue sauce as like a quarter pound of. Is that a lot? Quarter pound?
No, it's not that much.
I'm very, whatever it is. I'm very bad at portions. Anyway, so a little bit of pulled pork, but then I'll get a chicken or something with the Carolina barbecue, so I can go back and forth because I feel like the contrast is what I like.
Really?
So
that's fascinating.
I guess I couldn't put a nail on it, but yeah, you definitely do choose the vinegar base.
That's
interesting. I've never thought about that.
That's so weird to me. I don't know.
We'll send you some up. We'll send you some good Charlotte barbecue.
All right. Oh, I would happily come down, man. It's a great town. It really is a tremendous town.
There you go.
And I'm jealous of how close you'll be to Bojangles. We don't have many up this way. They'll be everywhere down there, and I could pound some Bowberry biscuits when I get the opportunity. That's a win.
I really don't think I've had them before.
How's that possible?
Rave about them. We didn't have Bojangles in my town. Have you had them?
We had it in Tuscaloosa, but I never went.
You have or haven't had the blueberry? You've never had them?
Dude, that is. I mean,
that's weird.
I know it sounds low rent, but you're gonna end up needing to make a trip very quickly and eradicate that problem from your life. Everything else is good. The chicken's good. The biscuits are. The Bowberry biscuits will make you sing. You will literally find yourself singing as you devour a Bowberry biscuit.
Well, you know what I'm really looking forward to?
What's that?
It's the cookout.
Have
you ever been to
100 legit is.
Oh my God, the tray.
All right, what's your go-to order at a cookout?
It's obviously the tray. It's the double cheeseburger, the corn dog, and the quesadilla.
Okay.
And then like a peach cobbler shake.
Oh yeah, the shakes at cookout are. Look,
Yeah.
as you know, as you guys. Yeah.
Shake when you go. It's like $1 more to sub out for the drink for a shake. So,
as you guys know, I have great affinity for Chick-fil-A, and I love Chick-fil-A milkshakes. But the shakes at cookout are otherworldly. Like,
I still don't understand how they put that tray together for that price.
it's amazing.
It's really a sick thought. I don't want to think about it. Like, there's no way you should be able to get that much food for like $5.
I don't know what the lines. I remember being. It's funny because you guys are going down to Nashville now. I remember trying to go to a cookout after a night out of imbibing bourbons in Nashville one evening, and the line, I mean, like, was 50 cars deep, and I did not care. I was waiting in that line to get me some cookout. I needed it that bad that evening. I was not driving,
Yeah.
to make it clear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not
Yeah.
behind the wheel.
No, no, not at all. It's that good, and it is that worth it. How's the house coming, by the way, in Nashville?
Oh, it's amazing. We are going over there today. They're pouring concrete on the back patio, hopefully getting spray foamed in the next week or so.
All the inspections have passed up to the
Nice, nice.
Moving and grooving. So
That's
it'll be
awesome.
good to have, a home base. And obviously our parents are just jumping for joy because we're 3 hours from each of them. So now it's like his mom's like, so what are you doing next weekend? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
But we are excited.
That's awesome. Can I handle like two journalism related questions and let you guys handle them however you want to handle them? Is that all right?
Of course.
Okay. Bradley, does the word prove it do you feel any of that as you end up taking a 1-year deal in Charlotte?
Not really.
Okay.
I've heard prove it. I've heard, gambling, whatever you say. Listen, I'm always going to bet on myself. I'm always going to go out and compete. I'm not afraid of competition. I'm always going to go out and put my best foot forward and do the absolute best that I can. Because, I think I've told y'all this before. My father, we had told me we had just lost. It was like a peewee football game. Like, it wasn't anything serious, nothing on the line. It was like our county rival. And we lost. We got beat pretty good. And I got home and I was crying and all that stuff. And he looked at me and goes, son, if you can look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you've done absolutely everything your possible will to be able to do the best that you possibly could, you have nothing to be ashamed of. And I've lived my entire life by that motto. I have nothing to be ashamed of up to this point, and I plan on not having anything to be ashamed of going forward. I'm going to go in and I'm going to compete. I'm going to show them what I got. Hopefully they like it, but if not, then we'll see we'll do whatever we have to do. So it's like I said, I'll always bet on myself, and I'll always put my best foot forward. So I'm just super excited about the opportunity, honestly.
And for Christ's sake, you're already 5 years in after being a 6th-round pick. I mean, my God, you've already beat the odds. You've already proven everything.
We're playing on house money,
right?
We're
right.
we're rolling with the punches, and we're going to try to keep this trend continuing. So
it's a lot different.
If you would have asked me,
I was going to say it's a lot different than living in an RV a few years ago and not knowing what.
Yeah,
right.
It's a lot different than that for sure.
And then I also have to ask. There was a report that the Ravens offered you an extension at the end of the year. Is it something that you can comment on at all?
Yeah, we went back and forth a little bit, and unfortunately, neither sides came to agreement. But it kind of is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
We've made the best of our opportunities. We've left everything out on the football field. And like I said, I'm excited about this next opportunity, and so grateful to the Ravens for the past opportunities and to the Panthers for the future opportunities. So, just like I said, just grateful.
All right, when is it time, both of you? I've seen the pictures you guys hanging out on the beach. Nikki, do we have to consider like maybe a Bradley Bozeman calendar? Like a modeling calendar for 2023, maybe to benefit the Bradley and Nikki Bozeman Foundation with all like the sexy beach photos.
I've really thought about it. I mean, I'm gonna just take photos of him just like fishing in our fish tank in college. I mean, that's a classic.
Wait. Fishing in the fish tank? I need a little.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things this man does that I feel like over the years I'm like, so he's just, it's this video, and he was, what did you say? I literally come out and I'm like, what are you doing? He has his shirt off and he literally has his fishing pole in the fish tank.
How big was the fish tank?
It's like a 55 gallons. It wasn't like, I mean, it's big, but not massive. Oh man, he'll have to send it to you.
I need to see it. I need to see it.
But just like stuff like that over the years, I'm like, we could do a compilation of these, and it would be like just hilarious.
I am
But,
so in favor of this. I am so.
yeah.
I will put the down payment for the first one when you guys do it for 2023. The sexy Bradley Bozeman photo calendar. I am all in for that. Guys, you know how much we love you. It pains me. The night that we spent together with Mo, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, will be the most important night that I've ever experienced in this profession and in this business. And I will never forget all of the things that you did for that young man and everybody else in this community, and look forward to seeing more of it. Let's make sure we get all the plugs in again, of course. Now wait a second. The website changed so much. Bozeman Foundation, is that what back to?
BozemanCharity.com.
Bozeman, damn it! It's the first time I missed in a long time. BozemanCharity.com. At Brad Nikki Bose, at BS Bose, at 1 Nikki Ann 3. I got all those right. I do know that.
Yep.
Truly love you guys and really grateful for everything you've done. Wish you the absolute best down in Carolina, and I know we'll be talking again real soon. Thank you, as always, for taking the time for us, not only this morning, but for the years that you've been doing this.
Absolutely. Thank you guys always for having us on and being so supportive of everything we do. We really appreciate you and appreciate all the listeners for bringing us back. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Bradley and Nikki Bozeman. Man, it is, this is tough.